Yep.
Right,
And
okay.
got your questions. 2013 has kicked off fantastically since the weather broke. Done alright back on Unity with my boilies, with boilie approach, and I've done alright so far. I've had, what have I had? About 8 fish now, two doubles, a few 20s, and a 40 pounder. So 2013. By the way, 13's my lucky number.
That be your lucky number.
Well, it is, mate. It always has been.
Do you like black cats as well?
No, I don't. You know, I hate cats. I don't hate's a bad word, but I'd rather have a dog. Anyway, moving on, yeah, we won't go there. This is great when you've got a cameraman, by the way, you, that can't read. I love it. Whoa, what do you mean, to break into the magazine world and survive in...
Question however you wish, in terms of angling.
Right, be nice to people. Always make yourself available for conversations on the bank and help other anglers. You know, it's only fishing. You know, it's not curing cancer. Be nice to people. Treat me. You want to be treated yourself. The magazines will contact you in the end if you're doing well in your fishing. If your reputation precedes you as a nasty person, they're not going to bother, are they? So be nice. Help people out. I think karma comes back at you. My most memorable catch is not nowhere near my biggest fish by any stretch. It's a 43.5 pound fully scaled fish from a syndicate I was in, oh God knows how many years ago. Memorable because A, it's a beautiful fish. I'd caught the fish before at a lower weight, but the way we caught the fish, we went out in a boat to get out the weed, we forgot the landing net, there was all manner of language going on while we were 100 yards out in the lake and the net was hanging off a bramble in the margins, but got the fishing in the end with a good friend of mine, Garth Effelston. Jewel in the crown of my fishing life, that is. A beautiful fully scaled 43.5 pounds. Just totally ignore that, that is the wind.
Alright.
If not, you'll see me bolting off screen in a minute, dragging the camera with me. Well, this is hard because I work in the industry and I'm sponsored by a bait company. So, but you've asked the question, in all honesty, it would probably be tiger nuts. They're just fantastic, you know. All right, they're not the most ideal winter bait, but I have caught in the winter. But there ain't a carp out there that swims that won't eat tiger nuts. So, love me boilies, love me pellet and little bit fishing. But tiggers, I've had more fish on tiggers than anything. So, tiger nuts. Oh Christ! You know what? I've been involved with Avid now for nearly 3 years. Retail wise 2 years, and we set out at the start. The initial meeting I had with the guys and girls, me and Sarah, was that within 5 years we'd have a swim full of tackle. Everything that you can have in your peg will have Avid a badge on it. That's it. So we're gradually creeping towards that. We're always the range is growing constantly with tweaked products that are made available to help the angler. So it's hard for me to tell you exactly what's coming, but there are lots of good stuff coming. So you'll have to wait. Be patient. Can I borrow my glasses, Marky?
No, I'm alright.
No, I'm alright. You look like Ting Tong then. Oh, Christ, moving. If we're talking about tactics, you know, I fish a lot of day ticket venues. Granted, where you can't always move because they're packed, but I see people watch fish and they'll quite happily talk about them jumping over there, whilst I'm loading the trolley and stuffing it in my van to get round and have a go. You can't catch them if you're not on them. The underrated aspect of carp fishing is move and get on them, catching them. You know, really, it's an hard question to answer. There's so many different things that I could pick holes in people in, but the main one is if they're over there, it doesn't take you more than a half hour, and you're on them.
Well, it's all designed to be quite
yeah.
We could probably open this up.
Cheryl Cole. This has nothing to do with the trade, but you didn't say which trade. Who do I most admire? In all fairness, it's going to sound a bit sucky up, but the leaders of Preston Innovations, which is 2 people, which is Dave Preston and Sarah Phoenix. I've worked for a lot of companies and they listen. they learn, we move, they take advice from the people that are lower than them within the trade, if you like. Fantastic company to work for, so I admire them massively. Give people chances. McDonald's. It's a good answer, isn't it, eh? Yeah. McDonald's, yeah, that's it. Christ. For £5, I'd probably buy some solid bags, a little tiny tub of Tigers and a bag of pellet, if that's what £5 come to. The target for this year is a fish that's evaded everyone since last September, and it's on Unity. It's called Moonscale, and we're expecting it to be mid-40s, but who knows. It's not one that jumps, it's quite a solitary fish. It moves everywhere in the lake all the time. It's never been caught from one area more often than a couple of times, so it's a very hard fish to target. But when I went on Unity, there were 6 fish I wanted to catch and I caught 5 of them, so I'll stay on until whenever that happens. Again, at the moment, it's got to be Unity. I fish so many lakes in a month, let alone a year. They're all lovely, but when I decide to concentrate on one, it has to become your favourite. It's where you want to be. You're jumping red lights to get there. Why? Because I saw Moonscale in the brochure last year of linear fisheries, and my friends caught it years ago, low 30s, and I'd forgotten what a beautiful carp it is, and it's in the brochure, along with 5 of his mates. That was, you know, I set myself to go on Unity purely for that, so that's why. And the guys on there are great. The fishing isn't overly hard. You can get a few bites, and what you're doing is you're hoping to get the one you want in amongst them. Christ, any hints to pass on? Give people a fair chance, just because they haven't been in the papers and that. Like these youngsters standing here with shovels in their hand. Give everyone a chance, give them a crack at it. You know, so if someone who gets in touch with you for a bit of media work that hasn't been all over the mags, you know, entertain them. Bloody hell, he said 5 questions to start. Go on.
Best zig colour?
Black.
Pop up or bottom bait?
Bottom bait.
Common or mirror?
Don't care.
Spod or stick?
Spod. Or rocket, boilie rocket.
A moody pout for a picture or a smiley teeth picture?
A romantic moody pout in teethy, don't care picture really. More about the fish. Slanting edge shots like that really get the mick taken out of you, so thank you very much.